What you are listening to now is the Central Indiana Sports Report podcast number 338.1, the MLB report with Codey Emerson and Uncle Paul Tipton. This week we are joined by guests Will Retherford and Michelle Garmon of the Tipton Tribune and Elwood Call Leader to discuss the latest news in Major League Baseball, including your red leg's on fire and other stuff that doesn't matter as much.
You're listening to the Central Indiana Sports Report with your host, Greg Mengelt.
Welcome, baseball fans, to the Central Indiana Sports Report. We have so much to talk about and so many people here. Welcome, Codey Emerson, our co-host, and Uncle Paul Tipton, our weekly special guest. And we have guests Will Retherford and Michelle Garmon here to talk baseball because it's heating up, everybody. And I'm just going to get this started by saying, if the playoffs started today, the Redlegs are in. Go!
4 straight, 7-3 in their last 10.
10 of 14. They've won 10 of 14.
Can the Reds make up their mind which team they're going to be?
Well, for the last month and a half, they've been pretty good, except for being swept a little while ago.
I know they've had a couple. Yeah, that's right. They've had a couple of spurts, but
the Nationals, they swept them last weekend. Other than that, they've been 10 of 11.
I'll take that.
Look at Will.
I mean, the Reds aren't making the playoffs. Like, and they're not better than the Phillies. They're not better than the Cubs and Brewers, and they're not better than the Padres. And like those three teams, all are convinced that they will buy, and the Reds cannot buy, and the Reds will sputter out. They'll be okay. They'll probably finish above 500, but they're just not going. Those three teams are substantially better than the Reds. Really, on all facets of the game. To be quite frank, maybe starting pitching. That's about it.
The Reds could buy if they had decent owners. I mean, and if Hunter Green, the key is, can Hunter Green come back healthy? Because you get Green and you get Abbott. Martinez is having a really good season. Lodolo has pitched pretty well. I like the rookie. I like Chase Burns. I think the Reds starting pitching, they have a
The bullpen's they've been hitting differently.
Francona's
had a great influence on them. They're actually hitting to get on base rather than trying to hit a home run every time, which is the problem with baseball. For the last month and a half, it's just been different as we've been watching it pretty much every day. Michelle and I, it just feels different this time.
Are you predicting a sweep of the Dodgers?
No.
I'll tell you what, I am looking forward to next Saturday night's game. I think it'll be interesting to watch the Reds and the Braves play.
No, it won't.
Yeah, Bristol.
No, it won't. No, it won't, Michelle. The Reds will sweep the Braves by a final score.
It is going to be a cool
45-1.
backdrop, Cody.
But no, I mean, I'm talking about the venue. I think that's what's going to be fun. Is to do it on
it is going to be cool.
Bristol Motor Speedway. I think that will be cool.
Doing it in an area that's half Reds fans, half Braves fans. I mean, that really cool idea.
I did see the screenshot or whatever, the graphic of what it, like, they released what it actually looks like, and it does look very cool. I'm curious of what showed it to one of my friends, and curious of what the dimensions are going to be. I don't think I've seen those yet, but I mean, I guess they could technically make the outfield as large as they want with a giant racetrack behind it, but I know they'll keep it, somewhat reasonable, I would imagine.
I like the idea. Paul, your thoughts on it? Playing at a racetrack.
I defer.
Something I will defer
Punt.
on. Those uniforms, at least for the Braves. I think the Reds ones aren't terrible, but the Braves uniforms are god-awful. They're atrocious.
All right, well, I guess we need to talk about the Brewers, Will.
I mean, I was just basically laughed at for a while when they were, 15-25 and told ludicrous, and then they just brewer. They just do what they do every year. They just somehow are just better than your favorite team, and there's no reason for it.
That's right.
It makes no sense, and they'll lose in the divisional series. They'll get their asses handed to them. They'll get swept or something, and you'll look back and be like, "Why? Why all of a sudden did they start playing so bad?" But I mean, right now they're just really hard to argue with.
Cubs too. Hard to say now the Cubs aren't legit.
I mean, I think they're legit.
I think that's what you said the last time we had you on, Will.
I mean, they've answered some questions as far as I don't know how they've played like a bottom 5 schedule the whole year. It's like every time you look at their strength of schedule remaining, they're like it's like they have the easiest. And it's like it's been like that since May. Like how is that? They're all playing the same schedule for the most
part. They play
part.
the Pirates every weekend.
Sox. Well, they probably actually get to play the White Sox more though, right? Because that's their.
That's true. Yeah, they do. They do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be a fun race to see.
It's this. What is it? Next weekend? Is that they play each other? Is it?
No, tomorrow.
Tomorrow. The series starts. I don't know. I feel like the Cubs have they've at least proven to me that they're worthy of being talked about at this point. Yeah. I still think that they are. I just don't know what they're going to do at the deadline. I feel like the Kyle Tucker trade conversation's over. Like they're not going to trade him. They're going to either try to extend him or just ride out the year and send him a qualifying offer and get a compensatory pick for him if he doesn't re-sign. But they've got a lot of kind of like what ifs, if that makes sense. Like if PCA's not and Suzuki are not on, they really don't have a power bat the rest of the lineup. I mean, Carson Kelly, sure. I mean, whatever, but I'm not going to count on my 7th hitting catcher to be my October hero. PCA and Suzuki just have to be good. Otherwise, they're an easier out in a 5 to 7 game series than like the Brewers are. Because I think the Brewers can just beat you so many ways. They just play the game the right way. The ethical baseball is the Milwaukee Brewers. The Cubs are not ethical.
I'll say this.
I'll take the Cubs in the division. I think they're going to win that.
I wouldn't argue with that. The one thing I was going to say is to back Will's point, against teams with an above 500 record, the Cubs are 31-30. Half their wins are against teams with a winning record. Exactly. But when they play, 31-13 against teams below 500.
How you do it?
You've got to beat the teams you're supposed to beat. Yeah. I mean, that's.
But if you
no team would argue with that.
No, but what I'm trying to say with that is you want to have. I mean, in comparison, Milwaukee is 33-23 against teams over 500. I mean,
all right, guys. Speaking of schedules, let's go back to the Reds real fast. We're going to know real soon how good the Reds are. Here's their coming up series. Dodgers, Braves, Cubs, Pirates, Phillies, Brewers. Then you got the Angels, Diamondbacks. Dodgers, Cardinals, Blue Jays, Mets, Padres. We're going to know by the middle of about the middle of
August. There ain't no reason to wait till August. I can tell you on July 27th that they're not making it through that gauntlet. I mean,
we've missed you, Will.
You throw shit at a wall long enough, eventually it'll stick. I mean, it's just they're not surviving that.
The Reds have done better in the competition than the lower competition, unlike the Cubs. So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe playing that gauntlet will be a good thing for the Reds.
26-30 against teams over 500.
It's been different the last 6 weeks.
It has. The key for the Reds,
that's
use
too much.
An outfield bat, a good outfielder with a bat that bats around 300 and wants to hit 30 to 35 home runs a game or a season, not a game. I'm sorry. I mean that's really what
they need a guy in the middle of that lineup for sure.
Yeah, and Connor.
You want Marcell Ozuna?
He's just not it.
Are they going to add anybody?
I think they'll probably try to add an outfielder. I don't think it'll be someone.
Ozuna can play left field.
I don't want him anywhere near the Reds lineup.
No.
I mean, if you want to fit the bill, sorry, Cody, you go.
Oh, I was just gonna Say if you want a guy with a cracked hip who's hitting like 220.
Well, I think that somebody said something about it. There was an Oakland A's guy that might be a good fit, and I can't think of his name right now.
Is it
Speaking of Oakland A's guys, I think we need to talk about Kurtz and the season he's having. Holy cow!
Well, not only that game that he
one
had
game too,
a night or two ago. Oh my!
Yeah.
Well, they just swept the Astros.
Good.
They did because of him
in a 4-game series.
Good.
Incredible.
When you take the trash cans away, the Houston's not great.
Unfortunately, they've proved us wrong on that.
Yes, I know.
They even won a championship with Dusty Baker as their manager. They earned it. Dusty Baker, great clubhouse guy, maybe the worst game manager in the history. Anyway, I digress. We need to talk about the Yankees.
Oh yeah, this is where we didn't you say the Yankees were going to run away with this?
I did. I've actually said on my show a couple times that how wrong I was proven. I mean, I didn't expect a generational throw job by Aaron Boone and the boys up in the Bronx. I mean, it's just
so bad.
I mean, honestly, it's just getting to the point where he might as well go in for a pitching change. He might as well just turn around and piss in the trash can because he's just pissing all over himself. He never makes the right call. It's always the wrong arm. It's like you had Luke Weaver go on this incredible run last year in the postseason. Then we get to this season. It's like, okay, Luke, like you had your run in 24. He's just been a non-factor. It's just, God, he's so bad. Boone is awful.
I think we all agree on Aaron Boone is the worst.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of him.
Ugh. I just can't stand him at all.
The thing about the Yankees is, let's face it, I'll tell you what, I bet you George Steinbrenner rolls in his grave quite often because he would never allow the Yankees to be in this long drought that they've kind of been in,
Except for that he did once. You forget about the 80s.
The thing with the Yankees right now is what exactly are they? I mean, the news got a lot worse with Aaron Judge.
Yeah.
I mean, that's...
All right, on last week's podcast, Paul, I asked, is it panic time for the Yankees? And you said no. Has a week changed that?
Yes, I have a new judgment on that.
I know that clicks are awesome, but like the Yankees have the second best run differential in the whole league.
I know, but not lately.
They're making the playoffs. Like they're gonna make the playoffs. Like
I hope they are.
Who are they
going to beat out?
I'm not saying they're. I mean, I'm not. Nobody in this podcast has faith in the Mariners. The Red Sox needed
Mariners looking good.
10-game win streak before the All-Star break to get back in. Like it's just you've got this like push from teams. This happens all the time in July where you get this push from a team and then August turns around and the Red Sox sputter and all of a sudden they're 500 and they're fighting to climb their way back in. The Yankees.
It would be the Red Sox that they would beat out, I would think, if they're going to beat somebody out.
I mean, the Mariners need Cal Raleigh to not get hurt too. I mean, if you don't think that the toll that he's been taking isn't going to catch up at some point, like you're fooling yourself. There's a reason catchers.
The staff is great. Seattle's legit. I think the Rangers are legit in the fact that they are going to surge in the second half.
They're a plus 75 run differential.
They seem to have awakened all of a sudden.
Both of them.
Playing the Braves will do
one of the best managers in baseball. Bochy's good.
Correct.
Yeah, that's why we're wondering what's happened for the last 250 games. They just haven't been very good.
Well, Marcus Semien and Corey Seager were also awful for the better part of the last 230 games too.
250 games, that's right, yeah. Since then, they've just been, since the start of the season 2 years ago, or the 24 season.
I'll eat my words if it doesn't happen, or if it does happen. I agree. The Yankees are not going to miss the playoffs. I don't think so.
I think it would take the Red Sox being good, and I don't think the Red Sox are good.
I mean, they've got the Judge injury is not as bad as it was thought to be, and once he comes back, he's going to DH, so he'll still be hampered probably a little bit, but he's Aaron freaking Judge. He can take a practice swing and hit a 500-foot home run.
Well, the Yankees need some
he'll be
pitching. They're gonna have to make. They're gonna have to be buyers, and they're gonna have. I think they're gonna have to get somebody, because I'm not saying that they. I won't go as far and say they won't make the playoffs, but I think they're. I think it's going to become much more difficult for them if they don't make a move.
The Yankees haven't really been buyers at the deadline lately.
Here's the problem, in my opinion, with the Yankees. When the Yankees need something, everybody knows it. And the Diamondbacks know that the Yankees want Suarez. So they ask for way too much. The Yankees can't win in that deal because everybody knows it.
Well, and that's why they had to settle for Ryan McMahon. Who's been
It's not settling. I mean, Suarez is, a two-choice guy. He's either hitting a home run or he's striking out. I mean,
he's hitting a home run.
He's hitting a lot more home runs more than he's striking out. I'll tell you.
Everybody gets on
with no games on the line too. He's famous for that as well.
I mean, I'll play a couple beer pong games. I'll get on a run too, and then all of a sudden I come back down to earth. I mean, it just at some point,
if you've watched him long enough, it's not a fun ride.
Yeah. Ryan McMahon, to me, defensively is what they needed to shore up third base. That's been a position of issue for the Yankees. His swing and kind of the way he plays fits for Yankee Stadium with the short porch, with a smooth left-handed swing. He's going to get out of a terrible situation in Denver. All signs point that he's going to be a riser for this franchise through the rest of the season into the playoffs, which they will make.
I hope you're right. Go.
I mean, they're going to, if you don't think the Yankees aren't going to get a Zach Gallen, a Merrill Kelly, a Mitch Keller, Alcantara, Cabrera from the Marlins as well, they're going to get somebody. I feel like that the asking price is going to be awfully high.
The asking price is insanely high for Mackenzie Gore.
But I mean, the Yankees make big swings like this all the time. I mean, I know that they're not typically
make a big swing.
Hell no. I mean, because you really look across the league and everybody says all these teams are buyers, but the Phillies, where do the Phillies need to upgrade? I can't think of anywhere they can get any better. I mean, obviously that's
could, but yeah,
they could, but they have an incredible lineup. They have an excellent bullpen, a great starting staff. So it's like a team like that is. I mean, I'll go down the list. I've got it pulled up. I mean, the Blue Jays. They're riding chemistry so hot right now. I feel like it's one of those. Do you even bring someone in?
Be a player away from being really good, though. That lineup's got soft spots.
The Tigers and Astros feel like teams that'll probably look to upgrade.
Yeah, I've heard the Dodgers, of course, will be buyers. They'll buy the entire All-Star team. That's what they're going to do.
Yep. And then extend them to a 72-year deal, and we're going to kick the bucket to where the guy's third removed great grandchildren will be receiving a pension from the Dodgers.
That's right.
That's right. We've talked about the Yankees, but how about the Mets? I mean, they have such a high payroll.
How about that Mets rebound?
Are they going?
I refuse to say good things about the New York Mets.
Oh, I'm not.
I'm stunned. I thought they were done.
Just wait. Little Mets will happen.
I hope so. I thought so.
Why are we stunned? This team's supposed to be good. They're gonna figure it out at some point.
And then they'll fall on their face when it matters most.
Right? Or second highest?
All they needed was Soto to even play a resemblance to Soto, and they were going to turn a corner. He's done it. Right. They turned a corner. It's just not a surprise. Just because they came out there spinning their tires, they play in New York, which is frigid until early June. Windy as all get out. It's a terrible ballpark, hitter's ballpark. It warms up. The bats warm up. And all of a sudden, we look at and the Mets are great. I mean, I just don't see why it's a surprise.
But the Phillies are so much better than the Mets.
It seems like it.
I think they are.
And but the Phillies, okay, Paul, I guess my question to you would be, why do the Phillies give a shit about winning the division? They know they're going to the playoff. Why does it matter to them? Why are they going to go out and put and rush Zach Wheeler to get going a 4-day rest versus a 6-day rest? They're only worried about October. They don't, as long as they're in the dance, they don't care where it's at. They're probably all around the best team in the National League. Even if they don't win the division, it just feels inevitable that they're going to be in the NLCS playing to go to the World Series.
I agree, and I'm still shocked that the Mets took them out last year.
I agree. I mean, that was just a team though with aura. I mean, you just oozed bravado all around. Sometimes it just happens. Like you just run into a buzzsaw. I mean, look at the Diamondbacks. What was it? The Diamondbacks 3 years ago. That or the last 2 years ago, the last team in, and they ended up going to the World Series.
Lightning in a bottle, yeah.
Yep. Do the White Sox have anybody to sell?
People are interested in Luis Robert, I think.
Yeah,
I've seen him get some interest.
Greg, who are the Reds getting?
Man, I have no idea. You know, they've got a bunch of plus players, I think, on their team. So upgrading would take, I don't know. But they're not good enough in the outfield, that's for sure.
I hope you and Michelle are shocked by their making a big move this week.
I hope so too, but I doubt it. Codey, Braves Rant, go.
Stat for you guys. The Braves, which I'm sure this has probably happened before in MLB history, but the entire starting rotation from opening day for the Atlanta Braves is now all on the IL at one time. It is just when I didn't think it could. I mean, the one saving grace of our starting rotation was Grant Holmes, who has pitched all right. He was transferred
They've all pitched pretty well when they've been healthy.
He was put on the 60-day IL with an elbow. That I don't know the severity of it just yet, but that does not sound good. But yeah, we are basically. I am surprised I have not seen a tweet or something that the Braves are holding opening tryouts for starting pitching because they need it.
They're still 2 games ahead of the Nationals.
No, I want us below the Nationals at this point.
You want the bottom to fall out.
I want the pick. I want the draft pick. This season has been cursed from hell.
The Rockies will have that first pick.
Absolutely, they will. The Braves aren't going to be that bad, but it's been.
What a year for the Rockies.
The Rockies are no longer on pace to break the White Sox record.
Dang it.
As I predicted.
Come on, Colorado.
Will, Cardinals Rant, go.
Makeup can only keep an ugly girl pretty for so long. Eventually, she's got to get in the shower, and it all just comes washing off. And
how I feel.
The Cardinals went and got in the shower, and
I
mean, it's ugly.
Will,
it is ugly. Will,
it's like watching your dog just hike one up on your neighbor's mailbox. It's really just one of those things that it's just tragic.
Well, over 500.
Is Marmol back next year? Did they keep Marmol?
You know what? I've been an Ollie disliker. This isn't on him. There's nothing he can do. Like their starting pitching is just it's not up to par. Like it's just not major league standard. It's not competing in this National League standard.
It's club.
Are the Reds fans the happiest people here?
I think
here's
so,
what
yes.
I think we are.
I think you
what
guys
I'll say
are.
to Cody. Here's what I'll say to Cody about that. So the Braves, if you put their starting rotation up, with everybody that's been injured, it's really good. Like that's a good rotation.
But
the Cardinals were never. It was never a good rotation. I mean, any rotation that has,
I'll give you that.
Miles Michaelis and Eric Fetty, who congratulations,
yeah,
you are
we're so
Brave.
Freaking desperate for pitching. We got Eric Fetty.
It's just unacceptable, and you know what those players are going to be. You're watching through your hands on their start days because you're just waiting for the jump scare to come at you, and it happens every time. They just go get absolutely shelled. It looks like the war on terror in Iraq when Miles Michaelis and Eric Fetty are pitching. Bombs over Baghdad. Thank you, Outcast.
Closing the podcast with an Outcast reference. Doesn't get any better than that. Thank you so much to Cody and Paul for joining me every week to talk Major League Baseball. I think we've decided that going forward, that'll be on Mondays every week. Of course, that could change. We will definitely have a special report if there's a big move at the trade deadline. And when the playoffs come, of course, we'll probably do the MLB report every single day. That's what we do here at the Central Indiana Sports Report. We talk about what's most important to Central Indiana sports fans every single day. Please help us spread the word. The Central Indiana Sports Report is a product of ITG Media, and I love Susie.